Monday is the official start of move-in for Purdue University, but some students may find themselves having to live in some untraditional housing this semester. News 18's Samantha Tiki reports how the university will need to provide temporary housing due to an increase in students.
The demand for student housing at Purdue University has more than 300 students without a place to call home during the fall semester. But University Residence's Director of Administration Mike Shettle says it's less of a problem and more of an opportunity.
We have set up what we call temporary space in our residence halls, in our on-campus apartment complexes, and then some spaces in the on-campus Purdue Memorial Union Hotel.
Shettle says student housing for the fall semester is at 103% capacity. He says more than 40% of Boilermakers choosing to live in student housing again this semester, and a larger than normal freshman class led to a higher demand for student housing. But Shettle says there are perks to the temporary living situation.
We do give them the lowest rate we have in our system, no matter where they're living. They get the low rate. And these facilities are within the residence halls, so they have a residential life program just like any other student living in a regular floor.
However, Shettle says the 300 students may not have to live in the temporary housing for very long. He says some students will be moved to traditional housing within a matter of days, and all students will have a permanent residence by the end of the semester. Shettle says those students will be provided assistance with moving, but the help doesn't stop there.
We also have hired a full-time housing transition coordinator this year whose job is solely to focus on these 300 students and take care of their needs.
Shettle says it's not unusual for some students to have to live in temporary housing, but he expects the number to be much lower at this time next year, with the completion of the honor residences scheduled for fall 2016.
I anticipate next year with another 800 beds, our need for temporary space will be greatly reduced.
Until then, Shettle says the university is working to make sure all Boilermakers are able to have a great start to the semester. Samantha Tiki, News 18.